Greetings out there, YouTube. How we doing? It's been a long time. I hope everyone's staying healthy and safe during this crazy pandemic that's happening right now. I've had some requests for a while, so thank you all for your patience out there. Got a couple Bruce requests we're going to run through today. We're going to start with Badlands. I've been wanting to teach this one for a while, and I've been playing it for a few years, and I feel like I got it down pretty good in terms of how Bruce plays it, and I've listened to the track a bunch of times. It's not too difficult in terms of the actual technical playing, but there's really some nuances that you can add to it to make it sound really authentic and really good in my opinion, so I'll kind of show you those. I'm going to be focusing on the November 5th, 1980 live version that's on the Live 75-85 album. It was recorded in Tempe, Arizona on the River Tour at Arizona State University in Tempe. So, and they also, I think they released this concert later on and maybe as part of the Ties That Bind the River box set. So we're going to focus on that version from that specific live show. But obviously, this applies to if you're playing along the album version, this will still sound good. I'm just kind of teaching some of the nuances that I think I hear in that version, and I actually saw from watching that concert video and sort of figuring out how Bruce was playing things. So let's get into it. It's a fun one, and get ready to rock out here. I got a little bit of distortion. I'm using my Strat. If you got a Telecaster, obviously that's probably it's probably perfect for this, but I would strongly recommend a Fender guitar for this in terms of playing like Little Steven or Bruce, but anything with the sort of single coil pickup will get you pretty close to Bruce's tone on this song. It's got that real sort of biting Telecaster sound to it, especially on the guitar solo. So anyways, let's jump in. We're starting here with an E. This is sort of the intro, if you want to call it that. The sort of almost like the lead-in on the Live 75-85 version. We're starting here. The E's actually played up here. 7th fret A string root bar. You can play it as an E power chord as well. 7th fret A, 9th fret D, 9th fret G. Move that shape, same shape, down 2 frets to a D, or you can play as a D major. Move it down 3 frets to a B major, or a B power chord if you'd like. So before Bruce kind of counts the band in, this sort of builds up to the song. It's really cool. So this is what you hear on the Live 75-85 version, and I think he played it this way on the sort of the 78 tour and the 1980 River Tour. So both the Darkness Tour and the River Tour, this was sort of how he built up to the song. So he plays that little sort of tag on there, and he counts the band in 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now we're jumping into the main riff. Okay, so the first chord of it, let me just teach the chord version first, and then I'm going to teach it kind of the way that Bruce plays it after. So the chords underneath it are like an E major, or I'm sort of playing as an E5. You can play like this as well. Open low E, 2nd fret A string, 2nd fret D string, 4th fret G. Leave the top 2 strings ringing open. It's like a big sounding E power chord, an E5. It's not really major or minor. Alex Lifeson from Rush, I'm a big fan of his. He also uses this voicing of E a lot as well. So you're starting there. A quick B major, so that's a 2nd fret A string root bar. So to an A major after that B major, we go from A major, C sharp minor, so we're up here, 4th fret, root, A minor shaped bar chord, fourth fret, A string, A minor shaped, to clarify. So anyways, let's go back to the top. Going from that C sharp minor back to a B major. So at E5, B, A, C sharp minor, B, back to right back to the top. E, B, A, C sharp minor, B. Okay, so now how Bruce plays it. I watched the Tempe video, and I think I can see him doing it like this. So if you take a C open chord, your typical like beginner C chord, and if you play that shape with instead the 7th fret A string here as sort of the root note, that's an E note, right? This is an E major. It's another voicing of it, but if you know your cage system, things like that. Bruce is playing the top of that, I think. I watched the video a few times. I'm like, oh, that's what he's doing there. That's kind of interesting. Rather than just your typical E down here or that E voicing I showed you, he's playing it like this, and it sounds really good and it sounds cool. So you kind of want to leave that open E string ringing. At least I do. If you can, mute that A string, maybe with your 3rd finger here, right? Because your 3rd finger is down on the 6th fret of the D. Your 1st finger's down on the 4th fret of the G. And then lastly, you have your middle finger here at the 5th fret and the B string. Sounds like an E, right? So we have this chord. We're going to be playing abbreviated sort of smaller versions of chords this entire way through, at least this sort of version of the riff. So we're playing the B major across the D, G, and B strings here at the 4th fret. So we're just playing the very top of that B major chord. We're leaving that root note off just to make the chord change easier. And I just play a full A major there. And you want to play, after that A major, you want to play the top of the C sharp minor. So 6th fret D, 6th fret G, 5th fret B. So let's go back. E, B, A, C sharp minor. If you have a little bar here already, you can just take all those fingers off. 4th fret, D, G, and B string. So sort of, again, a little bit of a abbreviated version of the B major chord. So back to the top. It's the same chords that I showed you earlier. We're just playing it in a different sort of phrasing or voicing. And then right before you go into the verse, you're going to kind of slide down if you want. A, B. The verse starts on E. Okay, so that was the intro and main riff, and then also sort of serves as the chorus. So let's get into the verse. So that E shape I showed you earlier, that E5, where you have your pinky, or you can play it with your 3rd finger as well. But I like playing with my pinky. The pinky on the 4th fret of the G string, and it's sort of that low E power chord below it. Lights out tonight. You're taking an A, so you're actually just open A string, 2nd fret on the D, 4th fret on the B as well. So you're keeping this 4th fret, 4th fret G. You're keeping this 4th fret G here as sort of the anchor. See, there's your E. Open 2, 2, 4, and I would just mute those top 2 strings. Open 2, 4 across the A, D, and G string, just to a B power chord. Trouble in the heartland, got a head-on collision, smashing in my guts, man, I'm caught in a crossfire that I don't understand. And the last time you want to kind of open up and go, same chords, right? And then the I don't give a damn. You can play, I play more full E there. I don't give a damn. Quick, really quick hit on the B major. To an A major, to a B major. I don't give a damn. For the same old played out scenes that I don't give a damn. For just the in-betweens. So see that there's a little bit of a variation there between the first part of the verse and the second part. It's all within the same verse, but there's little different nuances there. I think if you want to get it really close to I'm teaching the version on Live 75/85, but even the album version. And I think a crucial point in this song that I want to emphasize is the rhythm. So that those first lines of the verse, you really want to dig in. You want to palm mute to kind of match Bruce's more subdued vocal there. Once he really turns it on with the "I don't give a damn" lyric, you want to follow suit. You want to dig in, right? And you want to really strum it to get that sort of same feel and that same intensity that he has in his voice. So, anyways, that is the majority of the verse. Now, at the end of the verse, you kind of hang on A to B there, right? And then we're going to sort of this official sort of pre-chorus section. So you're going, the pre-chorus is just A major and B major. So it's chords we've already seen. You can play it up here if you want as a full bar chord. Barred across the 5th fret of the low E string. Root here. Move that shape up 2 frets to a B major. You can play it down here, however you want. On the album, I think he's taking a D major shape, sliding it way up here. 9th fret G, 10th fret B, 9th fret high E. Then moving that shape up 2 frets. It's another way of playing an A major. And there's your B major shape. Talk about a dream, try to make it real. You wake up in the night with a fear so real. You spend your life waiting for a moment that just don't come. Don't waste your time waiting. Or you can play it the way I play it, the way Bruce plays it. Right back into that riff, right? Okay, so that is really the majority of the song. Well, what do we have left? The guitar solo. Now, this is a good solo to sort of play if you're a intermediate player, you're just getting the soloing. It's not too challenging. It's got some it's a little bit of a bending workout, but not super fast or not super technical or anything like that. So let's go through it really slowly. We're starting here. 11th fret, G string, bend and release. Sorry, I should probably mention, so after we go through that first chorus, we run through all those sections we've already seen before. We run through another verse, another pre-chorus, another chorus, and it steamrolls right into the solo. So here's the solo. That's the first phrase. So 11th fret, G string, bend up, release it. Do that 3 times. 9th fret G, 11th fret B, 11th fret G string, sorry. 11th fret G, bend and release one last time. So okay, now you could play the next little phrase. You could play on the 14th fret of the high E string, or you can come up here and play it on the what would that be? 15, 17, 19th fret on the B string. same little sort of melodic phrase that we just played, right? Bend and release, bend and release, bend and release. 17th fret B, 19th fret B. Bend and release that 19th fret of the B one last time. And when I say bend and release, I mean like a full step bend. And then bring it back down to pitch. Okay? So. Right? And now you're coming down here. You're going kind of slide into that 6th fret of the D string. Then you're going to the 4th fret of the D. You kind of slide back and forth between the notes so you can... I prefer to pull off there. So 6 pull off to 4. 6 pull off to 4. 6th. 2nd fret D. 4th fret D. 6th fret D. 4th fret D. 2nd fret D string. So that's the next little phrase. You really want to slide into that part at the end of the phrase there, right? And then a little classic blues lick here. 14th fret, whole step bend at the G string. Okay, so you're on 14th fret, whole step bend at the G string. You're going to sort of pick across quickly. 12th fret B, 12th fret high E. So kind of just bend it and then, you know, quick bend. You're going to play that really fast. And then bend it up one last time and maybe even a little bit of a unison bend there. So you're hold that bend while you're playing the 12th fret of the B and then slide down. And you're going back into the during the Clarence's saxophone part. You could play the main riff, but I'm just hearing. That's during the saxophone little solo there. And that kind of gets us, after that part, after the guitar solo and the saxophone solo, we're into sort of the little breakdown section of the song, where it's going to be the same chords as the verse, however you want to play them. E major, A major, B major. And you gradually build up and you're going right back in then to the main riff. Just like you did before. And I think that's really all the parts of the song. In the outro, you can kind of do and Bruce is kind of doing. It's just a little bit of a detail in there, but that should get you through, 99% of the tune. So I hope that was helpful. And again, thanks for the patience. Someone requested this, probably over a year ago or something, and I finally got to it. But thank you guys for all the support. I've had a busy year and a half or so here. I think it's been about a year and a half since I recorded my last YouTube video. I think longer, actually. And it's good to be back. I'm hoping during this pandemic to keep putting some more videos out and getting to some requests that people have for me, and maybe even doing a cover or two. So expect that in the coming weeks. I've got some more time on my hands with everything going on now. It's absolutely crazy. So stay safe out there, stay healthy, stay home, follow whatever government guidelines tell you to do at this point. We need to be safe. We need to take care of each other. But I think Badlands is an especially meaningful song right now. but let's enjoy the song from the comfort of our own homes, right? So, and we'll get through this. We'll get through this together. So thanks for the request. It's been one of my favorite Bruce tunes for a long time. It always gets me riled up. Really, really enjoy live versions of this song. You tell the crowd always loves it. And I think Bruce obviously is even a big fan of this tune as well. He knows it's probably one of the better songs he's ever written. Purely from a lyrical perspective, I think the lyrics are just awesome. So anyways, enjoy it. Have fun with this one. Got another video coming up for another Darkness on the Edge of Town track very shortly. So get ready for that. And I'm going to be hitting a couple requests just today. So again, take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe. And we'll see you again in another video soon. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.